Welcome to MD Extra Coins, the channel where hidden treasures are uncovered, where forgotten coins rewrite history, and where every viewer becomes a hunter of legends. Today, prepare yourself for one of the most mysterious and visually stunning coins ever released by the United States Mint, a coin that carries the spirit of the ocean, the history of a state older than America itself, and the craftsmanship of an artist who captured an entire world inside a tiny piece of metal. This is the 2001 Rhode Island State Quarter, a coin that tells a story not just through its design but through every wave engraved on its surface. So sit tight, turn up your volume, and get ready, because what you're about to hear is not just information. It is a journey into the heart of the ocean state, a journey that begins in 1790, travels through American waters, and lands directly in your hands today. The 2001 Rhode Island Quarter is part of the legendary 50-state quarters program launched by the US Mint, one of the most successful coin programs in American history. But this quarter is different. It carries more than design, more than engraving, more than metal. It carries the identity of Rhode Island, the smallest state with one of the biggest stories. And the piece of art that sits before your eyes, the sailboat gliding across textured waves. Carved title The Ocean State was created by designer Thomas D. Rogers, a master engraver of the United States Mint who poured the soul of Rhode Island into every detail. Picture him in his workspace, surrounded by sketches, studying the state's maritime legacy. The wind of Narragansett Bay, the coastline that stretches endlessly, the waters that shape the state's character. He captured all of it, transforming it into a design that millions of Americans would carry in their pockets but only a few would truly appreciate. And now, incredibly, one of those rare pieces is in your possession. But this is not just any quarter. Your coin has traveled. It has passed through hands, stories, pockets, and years. Every scratch on its surface is a whisper of time. Every worn edge is a footprint of its journey. The sailboat carved on the coin is modeled after a classic New England racing yacht, a tribute to Rhode Island's unmatched maritime heritage. This state is home to some of the most prestigious sailing competitions in the world, including decades of America's Cup racing. The bridge behind it is the Pell Bridge, one of the most iconic structures in the state. Some say the designer intentionally placed the boat close to the bridge to represent the harmony between nature and human engineering. Others say it was symbolic, a boat moving forward, passing beneath the bridge, representing Rhode Island's journey from the founding days of America to the modern era. And then, at the bottom of the coin, the date, 2001. A year that marked not just the release of a coin but the continuation of a nationwide phenomenon. People across the United States were collecting state quarters, filling books, trading pieces, hunting for perfect conditions, and the Rhode Island Quarter quickly became one of the favorites due to its beautiful maritime scene. But what most people don't know, what few collectors ever talk about, is the hidden mystery behind these coins: minting anomalies, early die states, rare errors, off-center strikes, and the extremely scarce high-grade versions that have shocked the coin world. Some coins struck during the early stages of production at the Philadelphia Mint came out sharper, more defined, with deep lines on the sail and water, making them highly desirable. Some rare pieces in pristine condition have been auctioned for hundreds and thousands of dollars, surprising even experienced collectors. But the true rarity, the true treasure, is when a Rhode Island quarter carries not just beauty but a story of survival. A coin that has traveled for more than 2 decades, yet its design remains visible and powerful. That makes it more than a coin, it makes it a witness. And now the question that matters. What story does your Rhode Island quarter hold? Who held it before you? How far did it travel? How many pockets, cars, markets, oceanside towns, or old drawers did it pass through before reaching you? Every swirl in the waves, every line of the sail, every shadow of the bridge tells a story that now becomes part of your hands, your collection, your journey. And here on MD Extra Coins, this is where its next chapter begins. But the story of your Rhode Island 2001 quarter doesn't end with its design or its journey. Behind this small silver-colored disc lies an entire chapter of American minting history, a chapter that stretches across decades, connecting artists, engineers, historians, and collectors in a chain of creation that leads directly to you. To understand this coin fully, you must travel back to 1790, the year stamped proudly at the top of the quarter. This was the year Rhode Island officially ratified the United States Constitution, becoming the 13th state to join the Union. It was the last of the original colonies to sign, the final piece completing the early United States. That date is not placed on the coin by accident. It symbolizes Rhode Island's identity, its independent spirit, and its long journey into American statehood. You are not just holding a quarter, you are holding a symbolic bridge between 1790 and 2001. Now let's go behind the scenes of the US Mint itself. The Rhode Island state quarter was struck at two major mints, Philadelphia and Denver. The P and D mint marks tell a story of two massive industrial complexes working day and night to create millions of coins with perfect precision. Inside these facilities, steel dies weighing multiple pounds were engraved with microscopic detail. Every wave, every line of the sailboat, every cable of the Pell Bridge was carved with accuracy measured in thousandths of an inch. Engraver Thomas D. Rogers watched as his design came to life through steel and pressure, transforming an idea into a national icon. Presses slammed thousands of times per hour, striking blank planchets at pressures reaching over 40 tons per square inch, forcing metal to flow into every corner of the die. A single second decided whether a coin would emerge sharp and powerful, or weak and blurry. Some coins came out with perfect surfaces, razor-sharp edges, flawless details. These would become the high-grade treasures treasured by collectors. Others received light scratches from industrial bins, faint marks from counting machines, or rim nicks from high-speed feeders. Those imperfections are not flaws, they are the fingerprints of the minting process. And then, your coin was born. Out of metal, pressure, heat, force, and precision, your Rhode Island quarter emerged from a press among thousands, yet carrying a completely unique journey through time. It may have traveled across states, markets, gas stations, sailboat towns, toll booths across the same Pell Bridge that appears on its reverse. Every mark on your coin is a chapter. Every scratch is a memory. And while millions of Rhode Island quarters exist, not all survive with story, mystery, or character. But yours does. Now let's explore something deeper, the rare world of mint errors and varieties. During the 50-state quarters program, several error types emerged: off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, clipped planchets, and early die states. A very small number of Rhode Island quarters with dramatic errors have sold for astonishing prices. There are examples of Rhode Island quarters showing heavy die chips on the bridge, cracks across the sails, rotated dies, or missing clad layers. These errors transform a simple 25-cent coin into a rare collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The rarest specimens come from early die strikes, known for extremely crisp details. Coins from the early die state showed deeper water textures, more defined cables on the Pell Bridge, and sharper sailboat lines. These coins, especially in pristine condition, are highly sought after and can command huge prices in the collector market. But what makes your coin special is not just rarity, it is the fact that it has survived more than 2 decades and still tells its story clearly. Many coins get scratched beyond recognition, corroded by moisture, or ground down by circulation. But yours remains readable, identifiable, and full of character. It has traveled through time with dignity. And now, you have brought it into the spotlight here at MD Extra Coins. People often ask, does my coin have real value? The answer is simple: every coin. S value, but some coins have stories, and stories are priceless. A coin that carries history, design, identity, travel, and mystery becomes more than metal. It becomes a memory of America. And now it becomes part of your identity as a collector. You are not just holding a Rhode Island quarter. You are holding the ocean. You are holding a sailboat cutting through the waves of 1790 and 2001. You are holding a bridge connecting past to present. And you are holding a piece of American minting art that has survived everything that time threw at it. This is more than a coin. This is your treasure. And here on MD Extra Coins, every treasure has a voice.